Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Prey. Let's actually quick save and then hop in here. We're going to go outside to the exterior of Talos for the first time and get a key card that's floating in the air next to a body. There's a lot of corpses around here, and arguably there is an argument that I should destroy the corpses or even try to recycle the corpses because it looks like the mimics are eating off the corpses. But I think your best bet, and what the game will probably let us do, is just ignore them. Obviously you can't really collect them and prepare or leave them for somebody else to potentially collect them, because this whole facility is overrun with titans. Mimics. Unless there was just some way we found that killed all the mimics on the space station. Yeah. So it's a little surprising that we haven't seen, as far as a newer mod, an ability that would potentially let us break down, allow us to break down the bodies and get more organic material out of this. So we're doing microgravity. Your TranStar suit is equipped with a propulsion system to navigate the harsh environment of space. I had to actually build that, I think. To navigate 0G, use the left stick to thrust and click the left stick to boost thrust, plus left and right bump to brake. Press A to ascend, B to descend, hold left and right bump to roll. That's a little awkward. Like outside here in the space station, I think we pretty well know that there's going to be a lot of mimics and arguably not a lot of not a lot of reasoning here that I would want to stay in the space area too much. Like, we have this human corpse way over here. You see there's actually quite a lot of human corpses all over the place. We've hit kind of a spot. Yeah, all of these airlocks, I think, inevitably do create a situation where we're going to get on the outside of the ships multiple times, and very possibly we're going to have more equipment out. Seems like we don't have any limited amount of so the scientific operator doesn't seem like it can float particularly well outside, although I imagine they'd be built so they could. We can see water drops. It's kind of pretty, but also it's kind of hard to get a wide view of anything. There's just something always in your way, which echoes the situation with the game overall, is that there's just a lot of stuff in the air and in the environment. You can see here's spare parts. And so let's see, control panel probably couldn't fix it even if we wanted to. We can use the left bump a little bit to try and roll ourselves. Like, we would need a level 3 to hack that, as far as hacking. And that's probably not going to happen. This does create something slightly more interesting than just having yet another room. But if something was going to try and attack me at this moment, I don't know if I could really defend myself from it. particularly well. And I don't know if I could really hear. I don't know what an oxygen bottle does for us, because it seems like I'm not running out of oxygen anyways. Sounds like we may have somebody with a voice recording playing. It almost feels like if there was going to be a mimic, it would have to be something in a small area like this. Let's throw that and see what happens. Not much. Just bumped around. So this is the guy we've been looking for. We have a transcribe.
You found him. Not surprising. Well done.
And see, like, this would be the point where you would potentially want to, like, carry this corpse if you were going to do anything. And then, like, let go of the corpse if I even carried him that far. It doesn't seem like you can actually get very far there. And then if I could possibly repair this later on, then his body would not be floating in the air. Let's see, audio logs. First thing tomorrow.
This is Dr. Calvino. Well, I suppose you've turned in, or you're ignoring me. I just want to... Well, I will be a little late for my shift tomorrow, but the first thing in the morning, I want you to put together a new micro-lens array. You see, the old one is garbage, and get what you need from the machine shop. And if Clive is being an ass, just take it from the supply closet when he's not looking. We're not supposed to know the code, but, I'm sending it to you anyway.
New transcribe.
This is Dr. Calvino.
What's up?
I'm feeling ill, not myself today. I think I won't be in for my shift at all.
Okay. Do you still want me to finish this array? I fabricated a shit ton of glass.
I don't recall.
You asked me to set up a new array.
You must have misunderstood. Are you... Honestly, I prefer if you left my experiments alone in my absence.
Well, look, I have a message you left me. Seriously, I would not have made all of this if you hadn't...
No, of course. I remember now. Let's just... for the time being... It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Definitely sounds like he might be getting forgetful of some sort. So what are we supposed to do? Like, there's no data on this map. And like, I don't think I can get in other parts. Like the psychotronics area would be nice if I could go in here. But you think you have to unlock. I think you have to unlock the doors from the inside before you can get in. And I suspect I haven't done that. Yeah.
That airlock won't open until you disengage the manual seal on the inside. Probably for the best. You won't know what you're getting into until it's too late.
So, yeah. Almost feels like you could just straight up fly to the moon if you wanted to. 422 meters that way, 142 meters that way, 51 meters this way. And that's the whole breach to the hardware labs. And then 64 meters that way. I think that's pretty much all we were supposed to do at this point, was just get the key, find out about Calvino. It is very possible that Calvino had a neuromod installed and then had it removed, and that's why he's so forgetful. But it could just also be that he is forgetful and old. They did talk about him getting scanned, and I can't help but wonder if scanning is, at a certain level, giving up on any possibility of learning anything new, and very possibly maybe even ending your life to scan your brain. Or maybe not. Who knows? There's a lot of mysteries, to say the least. Could I have made it to this human corpse at 100 meters away? I don't want to risk it, honestly. I don't think that we're quite at the setup for that. There might be a neuromod I'm missing because of that. We can certainly swing at things. Definitely feels like the game just wanted to take it nice and easy on you, though. That they didn't want to throw any mimics at you outside. Even though they said there probably are mimics outside. I wouldn't be surprised if you go a certain distance and the mimics attack you completely. Yeah. These mimic corpses and human corpses alone do seem to stay around. Did I miss that? Or are things refilling? I probably missed that. Yeah. I could believe that a chapter would change and then there might be new things that spawn. I could also believe that there is a specific level of time that passes and then things refill. Did we get to the beam and waves lab? No, I feel like that's just locked. Beams and waves lab potentially may give us a beam and waves gun, but let's just start with this. What do we expect in here? I think you can pretty well expect a challenge, so let's go. What's funny is we've done all of this, and it's been a couple hours to diagnose and repair the Looking Glass server. Which was in my office, so we can just see that video that we left ourselves. And I broke the glass in the server, so I don't know if I'm really going to succeed at getting a very nice image of that cutscene. Right. And like anything and everything could be a mimic. I keep getting stuck. There's a looking glass. The main thing, I guess, is if there was a fight here, maybe you would just break potentially the Dr. Calvino's tumbler. Interesting that it's named as a specific thing. Also, the other objects are not named. Like this isn't Dr. Calvino's markers or Dr. Calvino's other things. Yeah, if there was a fight in here and it broke the screen, then that would kind of suck. And yeah, even getting really close to this, it's still kind of blurry as far as what that text is, so I assume that's not important text, it's just gibberish. For the purposes of the game, at least. We have potentially crossed the line where there's just too much stuff going on. As far as too much collectibles. Prototype touchscreen in Stripe's office. And then in Morgan's office was LG this 577821572570. Looking glass power on there. Should investigate under the area too. Pause now if you want to read. Not a weapon upgrade kit. These cameras are in a lot of places, but they don't seem to do anything. Let's read an email. Pause now if you want to read. Custom travel mug. Interesting. Let's see. I need you to modify the scale so when it reads 170 grams, it sends an on-off signal. Please let me know when you're ready. Pause now. Okay. So where's the scale? Because obviously we need to put the travel mug on the scale. Yeah, this is an environmental puzzle. Where you take this mug, you put it there, and then we have a neuromod, and a key. I guess these little cardboard boxes are nothing, so no complaint about whether or not you can lift that or not. And I guess this is just to show you that there is a secret thing there, but not allow you to actually reach the secret thing. Yeah. There definitely is some mimics over there. And so I imagine they're going to come in and attack me when when all is ready. You do run a small danger, I suppose, in that there might be some more run and gun shooter type players that would not have figured out that environmental puzzle. And there might very well be some puzzle players who are not particularly super interested in the shooting aspects of this game. And I guess you fix that with story mode as far as people who want to see the story and do the puzzle stuff. As for the running gunners, I guess they would probably just be out of luck, or they would just have less neuromods, which with 3 neuromods I am still 1 short of what I would want as far as being able to upgrade guns. Okay. I'm just trying to give it one good look over before we start pushing buttons. Video descend first. Could not connect to host. Could not connect to host. Network attacks. Okay. Diagnostics. Diagnostics looking glass screens. All screens are intact. Interesting. Diagnose the network connections. Server ARX SR4BN 1018 disconnected. So this one. Restoring connection. Connection restored.
Nice work, Morgan. The looking glass screens are online again. Head back to your office as soon as you can. It's important you hear the rest of your message. I'll meet you there.
Let's go ahead and look at this test phase.
It's running?
Light field capture looks a little hot.
Where's the photometer? The handheld. Did you take it?
No.
Ah, yesterday we had 2, now I can't find 1.
We've only ever had 1.
Nonsense.
I guess you forgot.
Okay. So you get multiple angles. I wonder if he's right and she's wrong. Though. And her memory's getting erased.
I thought we were done.
Ah, just turn it off then.
I feel like you're upset with me.
No, I suppose it's late after all. Go, sleep.
What about you?
What about me? Yeah, don't concern yourself. I'll finish.
Right. I guess I'll see you later then.
Yeah, you guess.
What?
You're always saying, I guess. That worked, I guess. I'll see you later, I guess. You're a scientist. Stop guessing. No! Or be quiet. Yeah, that's all.
Good night, Dr. Calvino.
So he's not particularly the friendliest of guys. Or he's just a grumpy old man. Okay. And so here's where you would see his secrets. So it kind of seems like it's a world where he is perhaps using the neuromods, and people all over the place are like reusing the neuromods in kind of an illegal fashion. Looks like we could probably verify all the servers just to make sure there isn't something more to this. All it will do is waste some time, I imagine. Okay, we verified everything. This elevator, this lift seems to go up and down. I don't know how you would activate it. And it doesn't seem like it really matters. We don't see any blood. I don't suspect there's any more secrets in this area. It is now just a matter that we have gotten the main story. Like, we've gotten the main objective back to return to your office. Which means the only thing I really would want to check is this higher beams and waves lab. Otherwise, I think we really have just done everything in this area. We did get a key. And I just don't think there's actually any mimics. Where is it? We do have a mimic. A phantom. So, very much it feels like there are scripted points where phantoms will show up. That makes a lot of sense. Much like in Bioshock 1, where they implied that there was a lot more free roaming going on as far as the big daddies, but honestly, I don't think that was really the case. Okay. So to get into the beams and waves department, I'd have to go outside. I'd have to have had the repair option, repaired it, then I could have gotten into that area. So there is definitely an argument towards going back to this whole area later. But at the moment, I am better suited to just not worry about any of that. That guy had a lot of stuff on him. We have no idea who to look for, per se, so if I was to Bellamy's room key, if I could find Bellamy, who probably should be in this area, but I think he might be under medical. No, actually, wouldn't he be under neuromod division? I'll probably just have to change this later anyways. I've already found Bellamy's body, but apparently didn't get his room key? Get Bellamy's room key from his body in psychotronics. Haven't found it in psychotronics. Did we miss anything? Like, inevitably we probably did. Like, almost certainly. There's so many different ways that you can move around these areas. But I would question if perhaps the game is not a little obsessed around the idea of being able to move around different areas instead of just having like decent gameplay in the first place. Yeah. The best I can say, we'll just probably be back. So back we go to the lobby after probably about 2 hours of gameplay to watch a video and do absolutely nothing else. And very possibly this is a different chapter, so we'll get back into the lobby and we'll see new mimics to attack us, new phantoms possibly. One of the things that is kind of standing out here too is that one of the videos for Prey, one of the screenshots on the Steam page, shows the lobby with people in it. So I don't know if maybe that happens in the Moon Crash DLC, which even the name of that DLC might be some tease to a spoiler, or if we'll get maybe a flashback. Really, it's just not worth it to be paranoid and swing on everything everywhere. There. We can transfer our junk. And I just don't think we need the spare parts. We have suit repair kits here and 27 spare repair parts. Combine this with the damaged weapon. Is there any damage on any of our weapons? I don't think there is. Yeah. So, yeah, it does kind of just come off like... Wait, the sort here is pretty bad. Sort by type. Sort by size. Sort by name. Sort by type is probably your best bet. Keep all the weapons and bullets in the same area. Leave all the food and stuff like that down here. This can't be upgraded, this can't be upgraded further, this can't be upgraded. I don't want to get rid of a Typhoon lure, but I question when I would actually use it. Recycle a bunch of that stuff. Okay. Okay, Now, let's check the map, just to remind ourselves. I'm going towards the science division area just to reinvestigate that. Then we'll go through the teleconferencing center and the executive offices back to our own suite. Our own office. It's almost like the visual glitches that we sometimes see here are trying to be addendums to the fact that we have mimics all over the place. Like ways of adding more flickeriness in the visuals. But I imagine it really is just visual glitches. I do have to say though, the performance here seems perfectly fine at 1080p, which is as far as I'm ever willing to push games. It's just not reasonable to try and make 2K or 4K footage and upload it to YouTube. My hardware and hard drive space in particular couldn't handle that. I wonder if maybe there was some kind of environmental puzzle to turning on this computer. If there was, I don't know what it would be. Crawling under the desk isn't doing it, and it doesn't look like you could jump up. See, I imagine I'm not supposed to just like find some kind of power switch or something under a desk in a different area or across from another desk, or find some power switch far away. If anything, it would be this. That would kind of make some sense. Unless there is going to be like an internal middle floor that we interact with. Now I have to remind myself, this would be the area in particular, this and the first area we started the game in which we'll see a lot of Typhon. Just again, it feels like I might be able to make that jump now with the glide in particular, but I don't think I could just glide my way up and up and up. But yeah, any Typhon corpses we would have seen. Not really getting criticals on these guys. Let's get our health. Oh, and that is just poisoning me. And I am out of bullets now. And I don't feel like I killed two of them. But maybe I did. So I'm glad I didn't turn the game up in difficulty, because if I had, that probably would have killed me. And either I killed two of those, or one of them was a fake. Like a copy. Or one of them is just straight up hiding. Looks like they have a modified version of them, almost like Metroid Prime, where you'd have phase-on versions of enemies. Yeah, I am almost completely out of bullets. I'm gonna have to spend all my resources making more bullets. Which that won't be too big of a problem. If I can just get back to the office and not die. I imagine we aren't getting new emails at this point either. That any email you would have seen would have been sent before this whole disaster happened. Thought maybe there was a secret panel back that way. Pause now if you want to read that. I think we've already covered this one, but whatever. Suppose if you can get under some desks, that does open the possibility that there are more secrets to be found. If you're moving fast enough, I guess you... If you're moving fast enough, I guess you can shoot these guys back. But... let's try that again.
Safety standards call for a weekly inspection of your uniform. Report to the hardware labs for a diagnostic.
Let's see, transfer all junk. Recycle all junk. Collect all recycled material. Let's go with this. Trying to get more headshots and not doing the best job at it. Did I find anything important when I ran over here and looked a second time? No, I don't think so. And again, I saw 2, and that ended up only feel like I killed 1. Interesting. Let's go and quick save. I don't know if the game has opted to give me 1 less enemy or if I managed to just get 1 less enemy. Did I find anything important over in these two offices? No, so. Yeah. And see, I killed that in the survival mode without doing any damage at all. Or taking any damage at all. It's like they made a specific doorway here. Okay. Transfer junk. Transfer this. Auto sort by type. Transfer this. Honestly, at this point, I probably shouldn't hold on to this weapon. No new health kit. Can't do anything with this operator dispenser, which is weird. Let's see. We need bullets like crazy. And we probably won't get upgraded options as far as crafting bullets for a while. But I definitely don't want to try and use any other guns. Or try to live with the hammer or the wrench. So I'm just gonna. I don't care if that leaves me with 180 or even 270 bullets in my inventory. I'm gonna burn through them very quickly. And nothing short of just upgrading my gun a lot more than I think I would be able to is going to fix that. Critical hits being increased will probably help a little bit, but I don't know if a critical hit does 18 damage instead of 9 damage, or if it actually does less than that. While we're at it, we can probably refill our med kit options. And yeah, that reduced our resources quite a bit. We have a lot of synthetic material and exotic material. That left us with, yeah, at least 270 bullets. And if I bring up our gun, it's not reloaded, so if I upgrade it, we'll be able to see if that actually gives us free bullets when we upgrade the capacity on the gun. Right. Now, nothing's fixing this, though, so I've smashed the mirror. Right, utilities, LG repair. Let's try that. Looking glass repair. Interesting. That's nice. So we can look at the cutscene. None of these emails are new. So let's resume the video. Now we looked to the side here and we saw 0515, and I tried that.
You're not going to like what I have to say next. You have to destroy Talos I. The research, the Typhon, nothing can survive.
5150.
I know how it sounds, but you've seen what those creatures can do. They're a part of you now. If even one cell gets back to Earth, we're lost. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. January can walk you through activating the self-destruct mechanism. Alex will try to stop you. He's allergic to failure. Too proud to go back to Mom and Dad with his tail between his legs. So, it's up to you now. Good luck. Told you wouldn't like it.
5150 is the code. And we'll go ahead and smash the glass again. Now we have January showing up to talk to us directly.
Hello, Morgan. I'm January 2035. I'm an operator. There are many operators aboard Talos I.
Got an achievement
but
from
none of them
getting
are
this
like me.
far.
Morgan. I'm your plan B. My first task was to free you from the simulation. Second task was to make sure you saw your video. Those are done. Interesting. New directives are now available to me. The self-destruct protocol for Talos I is activated by 2 arming keys. Your brother has the first. You had the second. Alex destroyed your arming key, but you hid a fabrication plan for a new one in deep storage. That's where you'll need to go next. We can worry about getting Alex's key afterwards. The Typhon are spreading fast, Morgan. You'll be racing against them. And your brother. This key card will grant you access to the main list and all the labs. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to fix the lift from here. There's another route through the psychotronic lab. Morgan, that lab is where the Typhon broke containment. Please be careful. Next topic. You asked me to provide you with more neuromods, which I've done. Good luck, Morgan. I'll look for more neuromods while you're gone.
Okay. So it brings up the map to, I guess, tell us where we're supposed to go. At this point, though, I kind of want to clear out the whole area and check out the trauma center a little bit more, even though we have locked doors everywhere. But general access may now let us get into that areas. Alright. So now finally this optional psychotronics mission lines up with the main story. Alright, well, we have the neuromods now that we need. Allow the use of weapon upgrade kits to upgrade security weapons beyond level 1. Okay. Before we do that, let's look at this gun. Gunsmith ability for advanced modification. Gunsmith 1. Okay. So. Upgrade this. Magazine capacity, we had 4 bullets now. Let's see if that gets us to 330 in reserve and 20 in the chamber. Like it would in Resident Evil. As far as further distance in which you can shoot things, probably not nice. Although, start with damage. I doubt that there was possibly extra upgrades to this after you've maxed out the silenced pistol. Maybe once it's fully upgraded, that would lead to something else. The only other upgrades we could possibly do would be the glue cannon, and I think you could probably live with that not being upgraded ever. While we are in here, let's also use the repair suit. We are out of neuromods.
You instructed me to sabotage the test procedures if Alex ever failed to release you.
or if the Typhon organisms escaped containment. Both happened.
So you did work with the...
Every neuromod takes a snapshot of your brain and models what it would look like if you learned something new. Then it makes those changes. Billions of connections remapped in a matter of minutes. All made possible by our friends from outer space.
So I guess all the neuromods are based on Typhon technology. Or whatever they are called. Yeah, the alien technology. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's much more we can do here. Let's go around here. Let's pull out the gun. It's still 40, 4 bullets and 330 bullets. So you don't get free bullets by upgrading. I don't even know if that was worth it. I think if you're going to get jumped in little hallways like this, probably are better to just be prepared with the wrench. And then if we hear the audio of a phantom, I think that's when we probably take it further. Yes, there's a phantom down here. That unlocks that. Let's ask a question here. Yeah, we can unlock that too. So let's go into this area. Now we're in IT security. Let's get out of survival mode. Back into survival mode. Yeah, seems like there's a real chance that you would... Let's see. Upgrade that accuracy, sure, why not? I don't know if my accuracy really is being affected too much with that, but whatever. Yeah, we may be able to clear out this whole area now and collect a lot of extra resources. And just unlock a lot of areas. I am probably in kind of a bad position though to like reject the idea of food, so let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of things that we have very little of. Of course, it may very well become a case where you don't want to just have eat the smallest amount of food. You may want to eat the thing that has the least amount of recyclable elements to it. These spare parts though, already I can tell are going to be very useless. We're going to go into Psitronics and I imagine get our first Psi ability. I'm just assuming with 2 phantoms in this area, the odds of us running into yet another mimic is pretty low. We now have a security office key card. There's another Nero mod. There's a movie poster. You've received a chipset. Ooh, what's this new chipset we have? Reduces damage sustained while sliding. By all means install it, but I don't know how to slide. I don't think that we've... Like, have we? I guess, yeah. I guess you can slide. We need the IT supply closet key card if we're going to get in there. We shot the explosive barrel through this glass here, and that is glass. Right. So once again, I think we're going to come back to this area when we get a key card later. This reployer, I'm still not sure if that isn't just a suitcase, fancy word for a suitcase. Climbing up here, didn't do anything. Yeah. Definitely seems like the game is going to be more than happy to create a situation where you wander back and forth. Where am I? Staff lounge. Well, on the second floor. There's a mimic in there. Have we been to this area before? I think we probably haven't been here. Oops. I could quick load a quick save from that point, but I don't feel a need to do that. We'll just take that damage and live with it. General access now lets us get into the security office. Which is that character sheet, which we had collected that, I thought, but maybe I hadn't. Or maybe things just respawn. All kinds of things in filing cabinets. Alright. Pause now if you want to read that. Pause now if you want to read that. Pause now if you read that. Pause now if you want to read that. And then the security stations mostly, I think, are around the idea of upgrading or highlighting where people are. So this, with the toy gun, I could have hit through this hole. I now realize that. Pause now if you want to read that. Pause now if you want to read this. We now have a shotgun, which I think we probably want to hold on to that for a while. We can see at the bottom of our selections are 3 grenades, and we have a shotgun, silence pistol, huntress bolt, caster, disruptor, stun gun, glue cannon, and wrench, which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special weapons. Let's see. Dimitri's being held. The code is 1129. You know what? I just watched that video and I've forgotten the code again. It's 5150. Pause now if you want to read this. Pause now if you want to read this. Pause now if you want to read this. Pause now if you want to read the rest of that. And pause now if you want to read this. Alright. Then we'll... I like that you can just hover over the filing cabinets and see what's in them. Okay. So, ideally, I want to hold on to the grenades and the shotguns until the last second. Right. That's interesting in that the mimic could mimic the body and just like encase himself in it. Pause now if you want to read this. Yeah, I was almost certain that there would be something in here extra. How much would it take to hack this safe? Well, what was the code over here? Guess you could lock it. 1129. Probably should unlock it. Just so it doesn't show up on the map as locked and I don't come back looking at it. So this is like a microphone, so I guess the idea that there would be the bigger things would be microphones is questionable. Alright, nope, different code. Don't see a postcard next to it anywhere. And I feel like there would be a post-it as far as what the codes are for these saves. And that they wouldn't get like really silly with it and have a post-it in the next room or have a really complicated puzzle around it, but who knows?
Dr. Lorenzo Calvino, winner of the Employee Innovation Award this quarter.
Okay. Map-wise, that shows a new area. Have we been everywhere? On this first floor. I definitely don't think it's worth it to wander around through areas we've already been. I'm much more interested in the idea of like this area where we haven't been before and this area where we have have been, but we have struggled. Because there's...
System alert. Repairs needed.
Let's see. I don't think you get...
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
System alert.
Where's the guy?
Repairs needed.
This fire elemental guy. Ooh, I sure hope that it quick saved me at some point there. No, it really didn't. Judges 526. Interesting. Let's see if that... See if that code works here. 0526. Yes. I have no idea what a null wave transmitter is. Burst of signals which suppress psionic abilities in anyone caught in the blast for a period of short times. So it is a fourth weapon as far as a grenade. Interesting. And so the code was here. Hold on. 1129. Yep. Didn't take any damage. Okay. Let's do this again. Quick save. How many shotgun shells do we have? Only 4 that we can fire at a time.
System alert. Repairs needed.
This guy is done. Did I kill it?
Repairs needed.
I think I killed it. Test tube samples.
System alert. Repairs needed.
Alright. If I can find that operator. Where is he? Heal. Heal again. Shotgun. Pause now if you want to read that. Pause now if you want to read that. Some of this I definitely do have to pay more attention to. No password available. Medkit fabrication plans, petri dish samples. I feel like a lot of this stuff is probably just organic material to be recycled, though.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Yeah, where is the operator?
Good afternoon, Talos. Security reminder. Sticky notes, even well-hidden ones, are not a secure means of storing your workstation password.
Seems like that's what everybody uses.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Just collecting a massive amount of biohazard waste. Right, so this room.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Yeah, I just don't know where the operator went. A mind-controlled Trevor J. Young. Interesting. Remain 2 meters away from the glass.
Contact a qualified engineer.
Interesting. We're getting all kinds of psionic 0618. Am I supposed to kill this guy, though? Or do I have a way of freeing mind-controlled people? It kind of feels like I should leave that alone for now. Because I don't want to kill somebody.
Requesting new operator.
I don't want to kill anybody if unnecessary.
TranStar 490 medical class operator.
Diagnosing. Portable medical. I'll have you feeling better soon. There.
There we go.
Better. Please fill out a patient
We could get
experience
one more
questionnaire so I can
operator
serve
out
you
of
better
that.
next time.
While we're at it, definitely makes sense to use a suit repair kit. Get back up to 88 at least.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Garfield Langley corpse. Secure pharmaceutical. This guy is the guy that needs repair. Medical technician.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
We've got some stuff in here. Spare parts. They want me to repair this.
System alert. Repairs needed.
So this one is asking for repairs needed, too. Would cards like this mean something? 875? So there's like 2 of them saying the same thing, just by coincidence. No power to that computer. Right. We are now at a point where our inventory is full again. Let's see, we don't have room for neuromod. So let's just go ahead and eat that.
Repairs needed.
So if we were to swap this, we have to potentially consider what would we swap it for. Like apples. Can I potentially
System alert. Repairs needed.
upgrade my suit again? That would be the next step. We would need 3 more neuromods to upgrade our suit. I don't know why we need neuromods to upgrade our suit,
Maybe I can help you.
but whatever. I think we'd already... You're planning on vacation, go somewhere familiar or new. This is the same test. Let's go with new. Sense to death. Afraid I don't know what will happen.
Repairs needed.
Runaway train is bearing. Switch tracks. Push the fat man. Jump on the tracks. So I've just answered the same way as before. And then, interesting, clicking on it
System alert.
seemed to
Repairs
not do
needed.
anything, and then it says please wait. So you can do that test again, I guess. And we've already looked at all of this. I guess these are not speakers or microphones, or maybe they're fancy looking glass predecessors. And these are different ink blobs. What was the utility here? I guess you can just begin a new test if you want. Oh. Yes, you can.
System alert.
So we don't have a way to get in here,
Hello. Nice to see you.
and we don't have a way to get in here. But we have gotten rid of what was a very dangerous enemy. Maybe prematurely. And then there's
System alert. Repairs needed.
an office here. It's behind that door.
Good to see you again, Dr.
And then I don't think we could get in here. No, we can get in here. I don't know why I'm bothering to turn on the sink. So, and I'm just going to leave that guy alone in quarantine.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
I don't see a point in killing people, particularly if our main goal of this whole game is just straight up killing people even more. Like, because inevitably that is what the game is telling us we're going to do, is that we're going to blow up the whole station, and then that's just going to kill everybody that's on the station anyway, so...
Simmons installed blank neuromods on you. That's why you can remember the previous day's test and escape. You designed me to assist you. I have more instructions,
but I can't access them until you've recovered both farming keys.
Interesting. So it was the blank neuromods that led to us surviving. I wonder if I should potentially try to get the disruptor stun gun upgraded. Certainly is a thought. Let's see, can we make shotgun shells? Absolutely we can. Apparently we already had the ability to craft those, but not that many of them. Not that many. Not that many med kits either. So handgun is going to be our main focus. As far as upgrading, like, I guess the question is, do we save up for 6 to do that, or do we get more inventory? With 4, I think you probably get more inventory. As far as shotgun firepower, we, I think, immediately start upgrading that. And the ammo capacity is probably your worst thing to upgrade. We probably want just the massive amount of damage that we can upgrade first. It does seem like at some point we probably will have, like, at some point we probably will just have to run and up to enemies and shoot them. I think I also probably want to do some other things here, like go ahead and transfer that one. The bag of glucose gives you bullets, potentially. And so things that could give you bullets make some sense. And then right stick split to that many. You know what? Let's not do that yet. Popstar's just 5 health. It's probably diminishing returns if you dissolved much of anything else. We could probably get rid of a bunch of this though. Like the disruptor gun battery packs seem to run at a very lower increment. 475 may very well be just 4 or 5 shots. Yeah, I think I'm happy with just recycling that. Okay, back we go through the store, and we jumped down through the glass. So this time I want to walk through here, which this will take us where? Just to the sales division. We've already been to the sales division, so this is just unlocking an area we've already been. And unless we had power to computers or something, I don't think we'd see anything different up here. Yeah. Yeah, and if anything, I'm just teasing the game to throw something at me. And I wonder when we'll actually be able to identify some of this stuff. Give a real name to it. January was naming the things and apparently didn't have a name for that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run around in circles a couple times here.
I have your voice. It's a tactic to ease your natural suspicion. I'm sure you realize this. I mention it so that you'll know I'm earnest.
Okay. Down we go. Still didn't have a key card for that. Does certainly show something that there is kind of a weirdness to how all of this is laid out, and you just end up going in circles multiple times. While I have guns and low on health, it probably does make sense to shoot and not swing with the hammer. So this was as far as we got. As far as... We've got a nice charged up, powered up gun. Pause now if you want to read. We should take advantage of it while we still will be fighting the mimics, because eventually I do assume that we are going to stop fighting mimics much at all, and it will just be phantoms. Pause now if you want to read that. And almost feels like sometimes bottles can be picked up and carried as inventory items, and sometimes bottles cannot. So let's just break all the bottles. The danger of taking damage is still slightly high enough that it does make sense to shoot things instead of save the bullets to swing the wrench at them. I feel like I've said that a couple times now. But that is the constant question that's going to be asked over and over again, is which gun is the one that you should be using, or which weapon is the weapon you should be using. Meanwhile, jump scare strategies here I think you're gonna get boring eventually.
Are you on your way? On my way where? Octavia, didn't you see the alert? We're supposed to muster. Listen, it's really sweet that you're worried about me, but we've had alerts before, and I've got 3 more of these glorified vacuum cleaners to fix before my shift is over. Oh, make or someone dropped off another. God, these things are junk. I don't think this is a drill, Octavia. I'm sending you the code. Please, come to the escape pods right now.
Just eat food to get our health back up to over 100. So she just gave a code there. I don't know what the code was, but I don't think it really matters for me to know what the code is. At some point I will run to a door and the door will ask me for a code. Spiral-like cookies. Captain Tree fish sticks. I wonder if these doors are broken or if this is some weird barricade system. Right. Let's see. Data. Audio logs. Play again.
Are you on your way? On my way where? Octavia, didn't you see the alert? We're supposed to muster. Listen, it's really sweet that you're worried about me, but we've had alerts before, and I've got 3 more of these glorified vacuum cleaners to fix before my shift is over. Oh, make that 4. Someone dropped off another. God, these things are junk. I don't think this is a drill, Octavia. I'm sending you the code. Please, come to the escape pods right now.
So that's like an escape pod code. Well, I have no idea where an escape pod even would be. And I guess if the game is going to do us the solid of giving us a bunch of junk in an area and then putting a recycler there, I can be happy about that. I don't think it's this code. Nope, that required a key card anyways. And there's a lot of backpedaling here. You know what's really stupid is we need to backpedal even more. Yeah, I probably should get rid of some EMP charges too. Dismantling something potentially may give you 1 spare part, which 1 spare part seems to give you much more of the resources otherwise. So can I get the dismantle ability? Not yet, I can't. Human resources now. Let's look at the map. Seems like we're going to come back through human resources. Have we done everything else in this area? I think so. It is possible, reasonable to like go check out this area. Toilets are flushed by a foot pedal. That's not a terrible thought. I kind of wish all toilets were flushed by a foot pedal. There's no secret way around that. Okay. So yeah, we could have gotten in here earlier. I would have gotten us a glue gun, some more glue canisters. Leave no toilet unflushed, I guess. Yeah, I have to really wrap that into just being not very thorough. There's no secret passages or anything else. Yep. This was just an early place in the game, and it didn't occur to me that it would be easy to break the stuff. Is there a switch that would open a door that I could hit with the toy bolt gun? No, but I could hit that with that. That will work for, I guess, a brief time. Probably not that long, though. If I could even just find corpses. Like, we're really just seeing remnants of... Here's where I was using the glue gun to slow down the enemies when playing on normal. And that now that gameplay mechanic or style has totally become irrelevant. What happens if you try to look directly into the light? You get a nice little reflection on your wrench, but that's it. Let's see if we can get a sneak shot on this guy. Heal, shotgun.
Good afternoon, Talos. Join us in congratulating Dr. Lorenzo Calvino, winner of the Employee Innovation Award this quarter.
So, it seems like these psionic characters appear and disappear. So, what I probably want to do is go through psionics and then go back through to the neuromods, Citron, neuromod first starting area, neuromod division there, and then try that safe a second time. There's other things certainly. The thing now to remember is it was 5150, and frankly I'm going to just make a note of that, not in-game because there's no way to do that, but I'll make it on my phone. And yeah, we've gone, I think, long enough here. there is definitely an argument towards upgrading our hacking. Do we have level 2 hacking? Yeah, we do. So let's make a quick save. This would be the easiest way to cheat at this. Is to start here, hit that, do that, just avoid that completely, come down here, hit that. Level 3 and level 4 hacking does seem like though that would become a problem. Alright, and that alone gave us enough neuromods to move on. Well, almost close enough to make an argument for that, but we're running out of inventory, so just increase our space even more. If I get 3 mods to dismantle at some point, that would probably be good, but it'd probably be better to get the materials expert first, because we may at any point start getting these non-standard tech weapons, and then we may want to upgrade those instead of sticking with standard tech weapons. Some of this health stuff would be nice, because we are still taking a lot of health damage, but arguably maybe just increasing the effectiveness of your health kit would make more sense. One more suit mod would be needed to get our full inventory possibilities. Let's see. Upgrade the firepower on the shotgun, because that makes more sense. It's doing 49 damage, whereas a much faster silenced handgun is doing only 11, so you're basically doing 5 times the damage with one shotgun shot. But it does seem like its range is probably even lower than this gun is. When we get through this area, it does seem to me like we're probably just going to fight something to go downward and fight something else. It's not going to be particularly the biggest thing, and it probably will give us some kind of psionic neuromod thing. Yeah, because the symbol there is an objective symbol for psychotronics, not the level transition symbol like in life support to the left of it. It does kind of feel like this lobby is always going to get upgraded to be more dangerous. And yeah, there's still a lot of other places we just have not been. We've been to the hardware labs, the lobby, and the neuromod division. At some point we're going to get to Shuttle Bay, and that's probably where the code for the escape pod is. At some point we're going to crawl through the guts of the ship and get to the bridge and the crew quarters. It doesn't particularly feel like it's much of a fun way to end the game, certainly to just blow up the whole space station. That being said, I can't really disagree with the logic around it, in that there is some real danger of infecting the rest of the world. Let's see, should I be eating things at this point? Or should I just use like health kits and then dismantle other things? How much of this exotic material do we have? We have a lot of it, so when we get to that point we will be well suited to get exotic bullets with exotic material, if that's how it breaks down. did we ever upgrade anything on this glue gun? No. So, yeah. I guess if we were going to speed run, you would get rid of a glue gun, first of all, and then probably never hold on to the other one. Yeah. Everything points to the idea of getting your suit upgraded as the next thing in a newer mod. Other things to potentially consider would be leverage 2, even though throwing objects really wouldn't help you anymore, but it would let you force open an unpowered door. And so at some point we are going to just see unpowered doors. We do need to put some points into leverage eventually, but health and damage, as these characters are getting more and more deadly, is probably the first thing to focus on. You can see we are now scrolling down to see all the key cards we have, and we'll probably scroll down for plans. Apparently we're not doing any research. Apparently we can scroll down now for all the stats. And then the notes, you scroll with the left stick instead of the right stick, which is a little different. So each of these interfaces a little bit different, a little bit crazy that it's not consistent. Is there anything else to really say though? No, I think that is it. Let's make a proper save and end this episode here. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.